How be life for you today? Go here. Just gonna do this real quick. Just this. Da, 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 da. And then update that. Update this. Oh, wrong button. No. Do this, but then everything got weird. There we are. Right. Oh, no, I mean to go in. Ah, the game is failing me. Not really. I'm failing the game, maybe is probably the better question. Close out of this again, please, and thank you. I don't like this game. Switch to the other one I was planning to play today, so I can do things there too. Do, 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 do. The whales that sing an unending dream. Do, do. Okay. Everything's there. Beans. To Genshin we shall go. To Genshin we shall go. We're going to the game of Genshin Impact, yo. Right, there's that. There's to Genshin. Ta-da. There we go. Magic. Alright. Let's start that game. Take care of some business. Good fun again for Tim's server. It'll be on tonight. Oh, nice! That's super cool, Grass Boy. Congratulations. That's really, really awesome. Hopefully you have a good time. Alright, let's see here. Getting our stuff today. I'll probably be full resin. Yep, we are. Of course we are, but that's okay. Alright. Let us go and... Let's actually, first of all, before we're here, let's talk to Fendi. As we were here last time, let's grab our reputation, bounties, and quests. Okay, so we'll get our high-level bounties. This one is immune to cryo damage. Except that one, because we don't really deal with that too much. And then requests, we'll grab all three of these from Amir. Need some raw meat. Okay, we can handle that. And then Hawad wants some fungi defeated. She wants some ruined drakes defeated. Cool. Besides Midnights, I don't know if I've ever been invited to server before. Honestly, that's really cool, Grass Boy. At least when you get invited to do something and then you feel like it's like, hey, I get to do something fun. So I hear you. But it's okay. Sooner or later, I'll be popping off. Exactly. It's just, you know, you're having fun with people. And that's the big thing. It's the whole reason you do servers. It's just so you can make new friends and get to see what cool things people are doing. Let's get to our Sumero exploration crew. Surprise! Looking forward to the day when I can move into this part of the desert to do world quests, because there's always so many people to talk to and claim quests from, but I'm trying to handle the ones in the main area first. So once I take care of the R&R stuff, I'll be able to move on to other quests as well. I'll cover this because we can save that for later. Alright, let's see who we gotta fight over here. And the Ruined Drake, Earthguard, probably above us, but you know, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it isn't. But it does seem to be above us, so I'll have to probably go over and up. So you can just go. Let's see. Yeah, the street branch is actually not too bad a place to go because we can just up here and up here. Find the Ruined Drake. This is the Ruined Drake. It means it'll be flying in the sky, which will be pretty easy for us to find too. Oh, here it is. Hello.
Say cheese. Hey, the Temple of Wisdom. Surprise! Over here.
Got cry application going. Okay, Charlotte, get your stuff going in. Night, day, it's all okay. Wee! healing us.
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now. Gotcha.
Over here.
I forgot this guy's immune to crowd damage. It's okay though, because we get the blooms anyway.
Cue the spotlight.
Quietly now.
Yeah, look at that. Nice. Beautiful exploration teamwork. Nice. And back to Samara City. Let me also make sure that the resin is continuing to regenerate, so I will go and do stuff. Whee! Dash away, dash away, dash away, all. Also, they showed that in the next characters they're gonna have come out with Clorind and Sijuin, they're adding some extra special exploration talents, because Lenny's talent is that he can find the regional materials for Fontaine, and Clorind can also do this, or Clorand can also do the same thing too, which is pretty crazy. So we've got a lot of new characters coming out with some potential things to help make teams better for people, which is exciting. Right, back to Fendi. Hello, I'm here to talk to you about my step right into your face. Got bounty rewards real quick. More bounties. Hydro res decreased. Okay, perfect. Can work with that. Oh, we're down here. Perfect. Even better. It's really close by. I wonder. I think they might be right over there.
Take it easy.
Just gonna give a guess though.
Hold that pose. Well, I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Zip on up. Over here. Hard-hitting exclusive. This may pretty little. Let the magic.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
What does you have most time on your hands? For me, most of the time, it's usually been Wednesdays lately, which is why, like, for example, I'm streaming today, even though I don't have a scheduled stream for today. Whoosh. To Fendi. This. And then, let's see, max bounty is invulnerability to hydro damage. Okay. That's interesting. Then let's go. Okay, it's one of those guys up here. So we get these guys a lot. So it did not surprise me that it is right there. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Get the normal way up here. Excusez-moi, messieurs, we are on the way to doing some business.
Take it easy.
Hello, Mr. Seeley. I don't want to touch you early. I think maybe actually Cindy for recording today. What time would be the recording is the problem. Because once, I mean, may potentially have some time this evening for a little bit. It also depends on what kind of recording you're looking for.
Take it easy.
Let's see here. Have I touched this here before? I don't know if I have. Let's just keep going this way. No, I've not yet done the 12-hour stream, Mashallah. I need to still schedule that. So I was too busy to do it before, and so right now I'm thinking to do it sometime in June. I just need to get a good Saturday where I can be available. Be like, hey, can I set this time aside? Because I want to. The hard part is like with my schedule the way it is, it's often hard to take big 12-hour breaks. So I'm making sure that I find a good spot to put it. It's still very much on my radar, though. I'm not just saying that to say that. It's just because life is busy. It's hard. I wish I could do it during a weekday, but unfortunately I work during the week.
Take it easy.
But I could leave my weekends to be able to be hanging out with my mom still.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. It's here. Around 6 p.m. CST. Gotcha. Unfortunately, that'd be too early for me because my mom will be getting home for that time, so I'll be having dinner around then. If you guys are willing to adjust a different time next week, though, I potentially could have time in like the afternoon on next Wednesday, like when this time currently would be, or later in the evening.
Take it easy.
This seems a bit of a hard time for me because that's just when generally my mom gets home from work and I want to make sure I'm having dinner with her. Okay, so we want to go this way. I believe. One day I'll actually get a waypoint in this area because I probably should eventually. Considering how many times I do this, I'm too lazy to want to get a waypoint in here. Because I've been waiting to try and explore here in the story before I get any like big things because it's like, why'd you make a whole area that hasn't have a story in it yet? But it's just weird. I also know that you come here later with doing Mia for her story quest, and so every time too. It's also cool seeing Fontaine around the corner of this now. This whole area is super explored. Sorry, an avocado. Oh, sorry. I was saying that 6 o'clock p.m. unfortunately is not a good time for me because my mom will be getting home from work for dinner that time, and then we'll kind of spend some time together at that point. So I could either do it, possibly after 8 p.m. CST today, or if you'd be willing to do a different recording time next Wednesday, if you've already got a scheduled recording time, then I could possibly do like in the afternoon, or again later evening.
Hold that pose. Over here. Surprise. Use a spotlight.
Here we go, boom, boom.
Quietly now.
You crap, that's okay, 'cause we can still do lots of blooms. You may be immune to Hydra damage, but you're not immune to Dendro, which is the big thing that these do anyway. Let's prepare for you 8 tonight or next Wednesday. I mean, probably at least for if you want me for a recording, just let me know what you need me specifically for, and then I can potentially be there. If there's a certain character you need me to play or a role, then that would be ideal. To have that information. Let's see. Let's go. These are both regular things, right? I think so, yeah. Well, about that feels very strange to me, the grass boy. Who sells this YouTuber series? Oh, gotcha. Is there like a context for it? Like, is there a story that you're specifically following? That there'd be like a plot for the episode that we'd be following? At that point, it just sounds like I'm just coming to visit. It doesn't really sound like a recording.
Take it easy.
Let's see. Yeah, cool. Reputations are all done. Alright. Let me do what I actually said I would be doing here. I got those taken care of. Let us go and do the rest of the story quest for Liyue stuff, because otherwise we'll run out of time, because it goes by so fast. So let's get to our regular team. And then we will head to... I think we gotta do Yelan still? Yes. Okay. So we gotta go do some investigating of some people. Some sussy people. That's where we ended off last time. We were investigating a candidate to become the new Tenchian here in Liyue. So you have to figure things out. The story just kind of gets what since we knew there for the story of the episode made Kanoka either of his neighborhood or moves in his character, so his Grits is gonna be okay. Gotcha. So it'll just be like a okay. I mean, if you have an idea for an episode with it, in terms of the concept, that'd be ideal for me to be able to prepare for it in terms of things. Otherwise, you're welcome to like show me around or anything. But I want to make sure like if there's any like if you have an intriguing idea for it, then that we can record some content. That'd be fun with me. Okay, gonna go to the tea house and talk or check the manifesto, I suppose. Wait, let's see here.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details
Oh,
to
right.
add up will be like trying to
Looking
find
for
a needle in a
sponsors.
haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together.
All right.
Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
All right, but I thought you said we had all the time we needed, Yelan.
We better hurry.
Guess she
Whatever else
lied.
Uncle Tian might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students.
True.
Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Sounds good. We can achieve that. All right. Time to check the manifesto carefully. Juri's manifesto.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through. Well, we gotta start somewhere.
True. All right, let's read chapter C. Due to a variety of factors, sea storms have become stronger in recent years. I suggest we set up a special patrol unit to deal with these sea monsters. The fleet should consist of the following. Covers various issues related to coastal defense. Okay. Read chapter Rock. Much of Liyue's folklore suggests that Rex Lapis left a great deal of wealth in the mountains of Liyue. However, due to obstacles hindering the excavation operation at the chasm, many projects have been called off. The workers of the Black Cliff Forge have been idle near the Golden House for a long time now. They should be given first refusal if any suitable projects arise. Okay, Black Cliff Forge. There's mining, tunnel construction, and ruin exploration. Gotcha. If you want to send me the details for that Grassboy in DMs, then that'd be fine too. So it doesn't just get lost in Twitch chat. Alright, read chapter roads. The treacherous terrain around Huangyang Stone Forest. Oh yeah. And Union Peak means the area has weak transport links. Sheer mountain peaks are connected only by rope bridges. They are dangerous to walk on and wholly unsuited to the transportation of goods. These areas are rich in medicinal herbs and ore deposits. Building a road network around the mountains would be beneficial for everyone. Okay, these seem to be all nice things. They don't really mention a lot of people. Stop reading.
All this reading is giving Paimon a headache. Let's take a break.
Just taking a break already? My goodness.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Well, thanks, Shanghua.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shanghua. If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Oh.
Drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him.
Huh.
The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'da thought?
Indeed.
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he
Oh.
buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets.
Also, Grassboy, you don't have to necessarily clean things up. I was more just like, if you have a game plan for the recording, that's fine. You can make it look as messy as you wish. It's part of the content. So, whatever you feel like. But interesting. Chenwei often sees business. Yeah. These goes,
It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make Mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make Mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
Back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Wow.
Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbois.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbois at all
But it must, 'cause you're half the reason I record roleplays thanks to the Bear channel. It feels like I am making up a house for a movie star. Wait, I am. I'ma spam Sydney 199 messages so she can get right on that.
Well, you're very nice to say that, Grassboy, but please don't change things for me. It's not worth it. Let's make it normal. I apologize if I made it seem like it needed to be this bigger deal. It can be casual. Again, it's part of the experience. I probably will only have the time for one recording between normal business schedules, so just, do things as you usually would do. I don't want to stress you.
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Oh.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Good to know.
So that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
This is we're just doing basic, typical job interview stuff. Sometimes you do a bit of deeper investigation on people and where they currently
You
work.
finished reading the manifesto?
Yeah.
Still have a bit left.
Finish reading Manifesto with Yelan.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheungshu Pool redevelopment plan.
See, what's that?
Cheungshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheungshu Pool. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend.
I've been doing fairly alright, Grassboy. Work's been busy, but I feel like it's kind of been, it's getting to a steady point now. Though this week, of course, as soon as I say that, we'll be having my boss coming back from his 3 to 4 week long trip in Japan, so he'll be returning back this week. So that'll be both, good and bad. It means he can share the load a little bit more, but also means we have to get used to having him around again, which will be weird because we've gotten so used to functioning without him. And yeah, otherwise, life stuff in general has not been terribly bad. How about you? How have you been doing? I believe you said that it's a vacation now at this point for summer?
Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions.
Fair.
Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Do Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto?
We did, actually, yes, in the Blackcliff Forge rock chapter.
Oh yeah! Juri's
I'm so glad, TD, you're back.
Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Jur-E wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Qingshu Pool.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're getting close. I got you. Finals approaching. Yes, indeed.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present.
Okay.
They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Okay.
Shenwei and Mingbo both turned out to be completely different than what we thought. What about Juri? Is there another side to him too?
Probably. We get to go to the Blackcliff Forge and see what strange things are to be had here. This is just down here, actually, so we'll go to the Jade Chamber, and then we'll float down. We are high in the sky! Angel Nahida is descending from the skies.
Quick, let's find shelter, or mushrooms will start growing on our heads.
This is the Blackcliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Alright, searching around for clues. Hello, random individuals. Nothing of note happened today. Nothing of note happened today. Payday. 3 new recruits joined. Oh, 3 new recruits joined. Can't believe people are willing to join us at a time like this. One of the newcomers is very skilled. He got made the team leader. Nothing of note happened today.
What's this? A diary?
Yeah, me either. I don't like the heat of summer.
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
You think they're suspicious?
Maybe.
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground.
Indeed.
Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place.
Right.
No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure.
Maybe.
So, who's really behind all this?
That's
question.
a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
The person we saw in the corner of our eye. Nice. Talk to Iron Shoulder with the newcomers at the Workforge. We also talked to the guard too. Hey, Gummer. He's a Millith. Premier Blackcliff Forge. Please watch what you do. Okay, tell me about Blackcliff Forge. Interested in the Forge, I'm quite the expert. I used to work here, but my body eventually couldn't keep with the work inside. With a little luck, I was able to join the Millith afterwards. In broad strokes, Blackcliff Forge is staffed by miners who smelt ores as they dig tunnels. Of course, we also reinforce tunnels and built factories with safety considerations in mind. The bounty that Rexlap has bestowed upon Liyue all resides in this mine, and building factories within the mountain itself, or mountain itself, are a most efficient method of protecting that bounty. I see. So this is again one of those areas where it's like it's not currently in development, but people have theorized that they would bring Blackcliff Forge to be somewhere you could go visit eventually. Right. Hello, Iron Shoulder.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the newcomers.
You want them to teach you or something? I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away.
Oof.
Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Oh, yeah. No, it's seeing a lot for the Fairly Odd Parents as well. It looked really cool, or at least a little bit different than what I'd expect. Yeah, no, exactly. It seemed like they actually have something going, which is encouraging to see. I agree.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else.
Cool, we can. Elon takes you to a quieter place.
Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious.
Hmm.
Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates.
I'm not wrong. I think if it shows the only Cartoon Network show with a reboot, well, I guess theirs technically wasn't a reboot though; it was an extension. And I guess it's the same thing that Fairly Odd Parents is technically doing too. They're kind of rebooting it, but also doing it with different characters. So
Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
all right, Elon, do it. Follow the footprints. Follow the footprints. Follow the footprints. La la la.
Went that away. Hurry, we gotta catch up.
Over here.
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Necessarily, they could still be doing it in Liyue Harbor.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Oh, they went different direction. It's hard to Liyue Harbor different. In fact, the new Fairly Odd Parents is all CGI is really impressive as well. That is very true too. Yes, it's got a very different visual to it compared to it being hand drawn before.
The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
It's like it's so far away. We walked there really quickly. Time to investigate the abandoned camp. Any traces? Looks like there may have been a fight here, but it's hard to say for certain. This is the work of a professional, but who? You find a fresh fruit pit in the pile of leaves. It seems like someone was here recently, but you can't find any more clues. Okay, within the house is the next place to go. Compacted mud. These stripes in the dirt were likely made by a bamboo mat. That means someone slept here, but the bamboo mat is nowhere to be seen now. Then burned out fire. A fire that burned out. Something was burned here not long ago.
Looks like we were too late.
Okay.
This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Oh.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned. There's only ash left now.
I guess the new Gumball seasons are. Not too sure though. I've not watched the new Gumball. But I think it was not too bad.
The Black Cliff Forge. They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now.
Sure, it's like they know we're onto
To
them.
me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation off course.
Darn. Guess this is where our trail runs cold.
It's right
Make
now.
no mistake. The purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E.
I wonder when the next the two new seasons of Phineas for releasing, but a year. I know it's been quite a while. I'm not sure.
I smelled something peculiar.
I'm sure they really want to make sure they build it up. Just Circus already. Well, they just got 2 out.
Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
Oh.
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
Well, I do smell a very gentle fragrance.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see.
Shnesnaya?
Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink, as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing.
Oh.
When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind.
Shnaya.
Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. That's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Oh boy.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Oh?
Who are you?
Don't be alarmed.
It's your third
This
member.
is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I
Oh.
sent him to look into Zhi-Yi's regular contacts. Since Zhi-Yi likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around.
Oh, makes sense.
I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup.
Good to know.
So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed.
It's
I
okay.
asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Zhi-Yi before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tian said that Zhi-Yi once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
True.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence.
Indeed.
Well, any suggestions?
Well, you can either send someone to tell them, or we catch them red-handed when they meet up next time.
Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Zhi-Yi, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Ooh.
Groundwork?
Okay.
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion.
Welcome
Take
to
a
the
guess what
amazing
you think
digital
will be
circus.
next.
My name is Kane. I am a ring master. We are here to bring you the most jaw-dropping, mind-blowing show. Isn't that right, Bubble? That's right, Kane. I can't wait to see what you got cooking up for us today. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the show.
Indeed, the classic starting line to the digital circus.
Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
Oh, okay, Yelan. So Yelan's gonna purposely use revealing or potentially having him be there as a cue to try and learn him about stuff. Oh, we finally got Hui Shan to finally be gone. That's funny. Took us a while. So we could technically, actually we can finish up Baishu's quest before we do this. That's nice. Let's do it then. Let's go to Boo Pharmacy. That means you get to see Chi-Chi Grass Boy. Finally unlocked the part of the quest that took a long time. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was gonna get my French people first. That's what I was doing. I was like, what am I doing with my party? I was like, why am I changing party? Now I know why. Because I was gonna go here and do this. So we gotta go up anyway, though, don't we? I think so. Yeah, because we're too far down. It's okay. Oh yeah, we should go over there. I'm gonna go here first. Ooh, Chi-Chi? Yeah, we're gonna see Chi-Chi in a moment. Yes, her. Like, we go here first. Chi-Chi probably show up, I think, in this part of the quest. I imagine. She's been in multiple parts of this quest already, so. We will in a moment. Don't worry. It's fine. Okay, I'm just going here. Grab these.
Add Astra.
Nice and up a level. Nice.
Thank
Good.
you for
Grab that. Beautiful.
Astra.
Then I think I confirmed these already because it just auto did it. Oh, no, it didn't. I was like, I thought I maybe skipped over it by mistake and just didn't realize it, but I did. Okay, let's quickly just bring that out. See, actually, have any cool things we can do in the regions? I don't think so. Just be patient, Grass Boy. It's going to take 2 seconds. Split up a little more because it's more fun that way. Let's get Shinobu, then Zara, why not? Change up a little bit more. And I'll do... Yeah, let's do extra experience. Okay, cool, that'll work. Then that's all set. Okay, then let's go back over here.
Speed of light.
Well, you know what? Maybe Grassboy, maybe it was a good thing. Grassboy's all freaking out. Not even there yet, Grassboy. No worries, we're here. We weren't there yet. We were working on it, and then I saw you were getting ads, and I waited. So you're good. We're fine. Everyone's okay. Right. Let's go to the back room now. TD will remember this part.
Jialiang! Jialiang! Jialiang!
Ooh.
Dad, are you awake?
Oh.
Jiangli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
Oh, he did to him what oh, he did to him what he did to Chi-Chi.
How does it feel to come back to life?
Oh.
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail? Dr. Baishu, I thought that I was going to... Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human. I'm a zombie? That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death.
Oh.
Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I am as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Who finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Who's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingce village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Who nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiang Li in time.
Aha! I knew someone was listening in the conversation. It was Hu Tao. I know, right?
He didn't mention the elixir back then.
So funny.
I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Who told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baiju's attention.
Nope.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell. All I wanted was to help Jialiang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be.
It's a very fair point, Hu Tao.
Boo-Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
Oh, wow.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baiju, and cure Dad for good!
Wow.
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Alright, bye, Hu Tao.
Is she finally gone?
should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion.
Well, Paimon's idea of celebration can only mean one thing.
At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
The hotel takes everyone seriously, which is nice.
Ago when I last talked with Jiangli and Ayu around the dinner table.
Well, this was a hard one meal. Maybe I'll whip something up too. It's been a while.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Wait up! I'll come too!
Oh.
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changsheng, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
We'd be Baizhu for a little bit. That's fun.
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you need to know.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget to...
Yes? Go on. Don't forget to...
I forgot.
Oh. Good job, Chi-Chi. So proud of you. You forgot the one thing you were told to remember. Or a second thing, I suppose. Baizhu for a little bit, though. It's kind of fun. Leave back room. Write it down. Sort of stretch. That's it.
The doctor will see you now.
Mind the side effects.
I will say Baiju's story quest does make him seem like a very appealing healer. Not gonna lie.
Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changsheng, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu.
It might be TV. And for context, Grassboy, for the story quest, Zhang Li is an older student that also was under the same master that Baizhu had.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it functions.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for a few days. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone. Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Oh.
Sooner or later.
Like, yes, Baizhu. Constantly testing out things on himself.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changsheng's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old, and I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband.
Oh.
But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then
Hey, Carly, yeah, for sure.
tried the poison on
What's up?
yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Genshin Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changsheng to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that, some of them, I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Genshin Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
What is Bane of Arthropods for Minecraft enchants? You can use Bane of Arthropods, I believe, on swords and axes. And it helps you to be more effective against spiders.
Mom, come and join us.
Ready for food?
The traveler taught me a load of new recipes and said even Dad'll be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
Also, I'm wondering if this is Amelie who's voicing this person, because she's got the same tone and talking structure. Or no, Topaz's voice actress. That's who I'm thinking of. Not Amelie. Oh, gotcha, level 3.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
It's one of them, I think, though.
I can only hope so.
Sounds very much like one of those two.
Baizhu, what did Jiangli mean by not around anymore? Are you gonna be okay?
Also, when Changsheng was talking about fate, yes, no, the voice actress for Pomni, Lizzie Freeman, she voices Yanfei in this, yes. And Kinger is voiced by D-Luke. What'd she mean exactly?
Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Zhengli's master, has passed away at a young age. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It is a very long story.
Ooh, cinematic.
Long
Yeah.
ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Genshin Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps.
It's a
Since I
transition.
inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Oh.
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
Wow. Okay, so Baiju.
Contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
Interesting. So Baiju. So he's committed to saving Changsheng, and he's also committed to stopping the cycle of. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. I never had that respect for his character before.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
Baiju, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiang Li grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison, poison? And what makes a disease, a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it?
The elixir of mortality, to become immortal yourself.
Precisely. I will be Cheng Sheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, Baiju.
Not a bad point.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baiju, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Cheng Sheng and Paimon.
Random cheat sheet showing up.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten.
Oh, Paimon. Leave some grub for me.
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Heart of Healing completed. Nice. We did Baiju's story quest. Finally, that took us a while. At least up here is that the last bit we got to see. There we go. We did it. It's funny because for the longest time, Chi-Chi was hanging out down there. You know, since Lantern Rite last time, but it's kind of funny. This is Baiju's back room, which we can enter into now because of that. That's quite cool, though. I will say. The Genshin's really good about making characters that you want to pull for and play with, and that definitely was a very solid quest. Oh man, I forgot about the special story and search quest. I forgot there's not going on. That's okay. We wanted the story quest anyway because it's more important. Well, here, Mom's gonna be home soon too. This quest just makes you question morality, huh? Yep. Mortalities, ever at bay. I know it's like, look, you can pull for Baiju if you want. You got 5 days left. Actually, I'm curious. What's my history at right now? Because we got Shen Yun back in January. Wow, that's been a long time now. So we've been saving since then. Because yeah, that'd be only 4 wishes in. That's pretty funny actually. Yeah, we've been saving. So we like saving. The hard part is like, in terms of people, it's like, I know, now I'm being like all weird. It's like, would I need Baiju? No. But I do appreciate his character a lot more in the quest than I thought I would have. What you cried about, Grass Boy? Ta-da! Let's do the birthday mail before I forget though, because then we'll probably do birthday mail, and then we'll see if I get tempted to do something else. Maybe I'll see how many wishes I have. Don't know why suddenly I'm like, ooh.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail.
All right. From Fischl, a feline familiar. Hast thou ever borne witness to pink pads dancing amidst the softest of fluffy carpets, or to pupils beaming in gems alight with radiant gleam? Swings plated from twining vines of purple agate grapes, lamps of purest silver, candles set from sea salt scooped from the abyssal depths, platters branded with the seat of night-tide stars. All has been laid out, the symphony made ready to resound. Thine sound counsel has fallen upon the princess's appreciative ears. Consider this summons the honor due unto thee for thine great deed. Before the precious daylight fades like morning dew, hearken unto me, most trusted, blessed one, O newly elevated cat conjurer of Evernight, and hie unto mine palace and attend this banquet. I see that's his birthday, and they're just like, yep, look at that. I adopted a cat. Come celebrate with me. How delightful. Let's see here. So watching the watching the Blue's Clues. Yes, it's amazing. It was a wonderful Blue's Clues musical special. I still am glad I watched it. Worth it. Let's see here, because Baiju got, let's see, how many pulls do we technically have? I don't know, I'm looking here. So I got 23 here. I was trying to see how many we have in terms of Primo Gems. Not cry, I'm excited. I'm glad you're excited. Let's see here. Because we start to do my normal stuff. If we look at here, we've got 213. Okay, so we're not doing terribly bad right now. We've got 20-some pulls left remaining. You know what? Here, let's have some fun. Because Layla Constellations would not be bad. I have Farazan at max, which would not be worth it. But, you know, I was always tempted to get Baiju as a healer. Now I'm kind of tempted to do the same thing. So, you know what? Let's do this real quick. We celebrated the story quest. Let's go to the top and we can do some small 10 pulls and see if I get myself a Baiju. Because he would be another Catalyst healer. He's a Dendro one. Is it necessarily super important? Probably not. Is it a character I definitely need? No. But I have a special weapon that could work for him. You know, it's worth it, guys. It's worth the decision-making process. Also been a really long time since I pulled in anything, so I get that itchy trigger finger. So at least might as well pull on a character I wouldn't regret. Or at least I tell myself I wouldn't regret. Even though I got Shen Yun as a healer, so why would I need another healer? I'm not so excited. Are you sure? You sure about that, Grass Boy? Here, I'll do one. I won't try to roll for him terribly, but we'll see. Because if we end up getting a constellation for Layla, I will take that. So, let's just do this as we usually would. Easy peasy.
Let the show begin.
Sword doesn't play as pretty as the other one does. Kind of sad. Right, though. It's okay. You know, you're right. I don't need him, but it's fun. Let's see. Let's give it a gander. Maybe she'll be nice to us. No, wasn't nice to us. That's okay though. What probably happens is I'll probably get Farazan, and then I'll be like, why did I do this? Why did I make this decision? That'll be what will happen, won't it? Z, look at that! It happened! The game's like, why did you make this choice, Kanoka? Why have you chosen to do this? It knew. It literally did this on purpose. The game's like, nope. But then you know what? Fine, game. We're gonna spite you then on purpose. That's one of the other 10 I have. There we go. Nope. You magically managed to get pulls I didn't need. Okay. Wasn't terribly worried, but if I get another Farazan, I'll be really sad. Rain Slasher, that's even worse. There we go. I did the thing they called building pity. I tried to go, but I didn't need to worry about it, so that's fine. Alas, alack. We will not die. We shall prevail. Yep, Farazan's just went to, because everything she's already maxed anyway, so she's all good. Well, that's alas, alack, alack. Well, alright then. Well, I'm going to get things off, because my mom is going to be home soon. So, thank y'all for joining me in my descent into madness. It's okay, I don't really need Baiju, which is fine. There's technically another healer coming out soon, and it's a Hydro healer, and it's a Hydro Bow healer, so that'll be, I think, the next patch, which is actually a lot sooner then. If Baiju's banner's only for like 5 more days, that means the next update to Genshin's coming really soon, so it's a positive at least. Oh yeah, I think that, Link is updated, I believe. Grassboy, thanks for posting that. But yeah, because they're all great. We appreciate it. And yeah. Yes, sister. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I'm glad you got a fun snow cone. Let's see. Oh, my friend Mitch is currently playing a game, so let's go raid him. We can support him at the very least. He's been playing for about 2 hours. He's doing Alien Isolation. And then yeah, I will Eedle McSkeedle. So everyone, please join for the raid. It's always a fun time to go and support someone. Even if you say hi, I know they always appreciate it and enjoy it. And then it'll be a good time. You will scare him. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to hear. We want to scare Mitch in the nicest way possible. You know, he deserves it in good ways. All right, there you go. There's our messages. Use them if you want. First one's for those who are not subscribed, and the second one is for those who are. But yeah, y'all are great. Appreciate you very much, and we will talk more soon. All right, bye guys.